There you is, and here I am.
Today we're having a tribute for DG. Everybody know him as a masterful reflection of your community, Dangerous George, the founder of Channel 25 Cable Vision. He called me Lonesome Sundown, but you'll get more into me later. But you have seen me here before in Space City, video, vibrations. But right now, I'm going to bring on his very lovely wife that been with him for years and also was a Channel 25 volunteer and has been awarded as the pioneer of community television with the seal of the County of San Francisco, the mayor, Frank Jordan. Please, let's bring on Queen Bee, and she's going to sing a song. As Dana George always open up, he always had to have a song because he wants you to feel the spirit, feel the energy in the house. It's all about energy. We're going to give you some energy today. Queen Bee, will you please do it your own kind of way?
You got to move. You got to move. Yeah, Lord. You got to move. Oh, you got to move. Oh, when the Lord, whoa, gets ready, you got to move. You may be crippled and cannot walk. You may be dumb and cannot talk. But when the Lord, oh, gets ready, you got to move. You got to move. You got to move. You got to move. Oh, yeah, you got to move. Oh, when the Lord, whoa, gets ready, you know you got to move. Praise the Lord.
To spoil this great and happy party. And I do beg for your forgiveness if my laugh is not loud and hearty. But I don't make myself at home, and I would not be a bother. For I would not be here at all had it not been for my father. For I was just a child of the valley, just as lost as I could be. When one day, the Lord came down from heaven, and he laid his hands on me. It was on that day I trembled, on that day I cried, as the Lord laid me out the valley and up a mountainside. On my face and knees I fell. And God said, son, stand up. And what you see, you tell. I saw the houses made of sand. I saw the houses made of clay. I saw that all things made by man were soon to pass away. God said, behold the mountains, behold the land and sea, behold all things on earth, because they all belong to me. Now go back down into the valley and tell the world, there is no king and there is no slave, for the king and slave are one, and that is all that matters when the matter is said and done. And Mr. Big Bone, on kind of way, he gonna show you how he feel in his own way, culture and tradition, because that's what public access is all about. Big Bone, I want you to do it in your own kind of way.
Make it something like this.
The founder of Channel 25.
Cable Vision, huh?
Yes,
Dangerous George.
Dangerous George.
Well, can you tell me why did you go and try to get this proclamation and bring it to him, and how did you do this?
Well, first of all, it was from Mike. I was fortunate to work here for about a couple of years as a volunteer at
Well, how did you feel as though he deserved this honor? You know, I mean, how do you?
It was through Mike Freeman. It was before Randy came. Mike had been here, and Mike had mentioned Dangerous George as being one of the first ones to bring people in from the streets of San Francisco and starting the.
Look at the camera and tell them.
the,
Don't be telling me. I already know.
Okay, all right.
Tell them.
Okay.
But this lady right here, she brought the proclamation. She went out and, how did you do that?
Oh, no problem.
They give you no problem?
No, no.
Did they ask you to prove this?
No, because everybody.
Did they ask for proof?
No, everybody knew Dangerous
No
George.
documentation.
Everybody knew Dangerous George Sundown.
So you mean to
because it
tell
was
me?
all over
You
the
mean to
city.
tell me that Mayor Jordan, what's his name? Frank Jordan?
No, it was the.
What's his name?
Mayor
Well, Dianne
Jordan.
Feinstein. Wait a minute, I'm talking about the proclamation you brought for Dangerous George, but yes, 1980, Dianne Feinstein signed a proclamation. I said that. I'm talking about the proclamation you brought to Dangerous
that
George
from
in
Mayor
1993.
Jordan, because they recognized, they knew the work that Dangerous George had done throughout the city. See, Dangerous.
So they give you no problem by giving him of the founder of Cablevision. They didn't give you no problem about that.
No problem at all.
Well, you know, right now, in every city and nation, there's a public access station, and I think this was a test pattern. This is the first one, start off in black and white. Now it's in every city in the nation. And so you have came to Dangerous George into his path and gave him his last piece of paper. And I'm going to tell you what he said, because I got it on film. I wasn't there, but it was videoed film by Brother Anzai, because he filmed the truth. She was in the house after he came back from the celebration, and he held the sign up at the proclamation, and he said that the proclamation said, Dangerous George, the founder of Cablevision, San Francisco, Channel 25. And she brought it to him. She lobbied it. She got the mayor to sign it. And it is the truth. You know, he gave everybody a deal. Even the mayor himself, before he was elected mayor, was right here on this stage. He came into the community and talked. I was shocked. He was one of them. It was a few of them, but he was the best candidate because he got the job. He got elected. But he belittled himself and came here, you know. And you went out there and got the proclamation from him. I bless you. You know, because it's time for reparations in the nation. See, my father started something. I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter to a couple of talk show hosts. I'm not going to mention any names right now, but I just want to let them know that they know who the founding father of community television, because a lot of them have utilized the medium of public access television to get to the mainstream media, but didn't want to say where they really came from, public access television. And right now, I want another lady to come up, and she's going to say what she has to say.
Sundown, could I just leave
Go
with
ahead.
one thing? Dangerous George were.
Zoom in on her, please. Get a full shot of her. You know, zoom in on her.
Dangerous George left over, how many tapes did he leave?
Talk to the camera.
1,000 tapes. And what he did was he went all over the city, and his tapes are now in the library, in the Western Addition Library, and they're also at the African American Historical Society. And on those tapes, he has taped practically every event, and but most of all, most important, he taped a lot of the events that were happening in Hunters Point. And that is so important, and in Western Addition, because he also trained many youngsters to go into camera, and some of them went on to Hollywood. And he was very worthwhile. He did very worthwhile work, and hopefully that one of these days it'll continue. Thank you, Sundown.
Thank you. You're a blessing. I know my father blessed him. She blessed him with the truth. And right now, we can steal through black and white just to get the color. Trip City.